Hello everyone, we are all set for match number 11 of the ongoing Iserveu Championship. This clash is between Gladiator and Troy, the playing 11 for both the sides. Shi Jetty, the skipper of Gladiator, A Nanda, A Kar, A Sharma, D Sahu, Jerati, N Gandhi, P Mishra, S Samantare, S Nanda and T Parida. For Troy, it's going to be S Mohanty, their skipper, A Bahubaliandra, A Panda, Bratti, D Sen, D Kar. Well, we'll get back to the playing 11 of both the sides. But at the moment, it's going to be a clash of extreme forces. The two umpires are all set. But of course, they will have to showcase their might as well. Troy has won the toss and has elected to bat first. And this is match 7 of Iserveu Heroes League. And this is coming to you live on the official YouTube channel of Sportscast India. Once again, the playing 11 of Troy: S. Mohanty, A. Bahubalindra, A. Panda, Bratti, D. Sen, D. Kar, J. Rao, Niaz, Pankaj, R. Sharma, S. Sahu. Let's see if that's going to make substantial change. Both the teams, of course, will like to, Troy particularly, they will like to have their scoring charts high enough. They will like to have those numbers on the board. We are all aware of the fact that has talent. Let's not forget the cricketing names that the state has contributed to India. And straight away, it is T. Parida with a delivery somewhere close to the slot, not allowing J. Rao to open up his arms early on. This has been an eventful tournament for both the teams. And of course, T. Parida, he is somebody who can get the job done. A very handy bowler, loves to pick up wickets early on. Over the wicket, straight away the big hit comes out. Fielding restrictions in place. And that will be the first boundary of the evening coming from the bat of Rao. Took his time, a free swing of his arms. Had a still head, even though not from the sweet spot of the bat. The bat kind of turned in his hands, so usually the kind of power that he was looking forward to didn't really come forth to gushing. But at the end of the day, a boundary is no bad result anyway. Once again takes the aerial route. There was a fielder trying to backtrack, but eventually he will not have the last laugh. This has been a superb start here. Once again, another length ball, another delivery in the slot. And he's picked it up nice and fine, exploiting the fielding restrictions to perfection. And a quick correction though, it is Shrikant Senapati who's on strike. That's a good comeback from Parida, the ball coming in sharply. Not really allowing the batter to free his hands. Was there a hint of movement as well? There was a hint of late wobble. Just gushing in a bit too much. As the batters, particularly Shrikant, was kept cool and calm on that occasion. Oh, that's a beauty of a delivery. In the good length area, close to the body, in the corridor of uncertainty, trying to probe the batter, not really allowing him as he would have wanted. He was looking for some room. He was looking forward to go with that cut shot. You've got to time your bat swing to perfection. He's opened the face of the bat pretty late in the shot on that occasion. And with this, we come to the end of the over. 1 over gone. Troy, 9 for no loss.
in the first over.
अरे यार, पता है मुझे ना बचपन से क्रिकेट में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है। तुझे किसमें है?
मुझे सेविंग्स अकाउंट में।
क्या?
जी हाँ, सेविंग्स अकाउंट में काफी इंटरेस्ट है क्योंकि डीसीबी बैंक देता है जबरदस्त इंटरेस्ट रेट। आपका बैंक कितना देता है?
First over. 9 runs coming off it. Good feisty start here from Troy. Shrikant Senapati, who went forward, smashing a couple of boundaries. Of course, another top batter off the side. And it's going to be Senapati on strike, open the face of the bat late in that last ball of the first over. Steering it towards that backward point region to steal away a quick single. Change of bowling here for Gladiators. It's going to be S. Nanda to bowl the second over the wicket. And the chopper comes out, not well connected. That's first blood for Gladiator. Following the batter, not really allowing him the free swing of the bat. Kind of forced his hand on that occasion. That was a premeditated shot. And when you're trying to play a premeditated shot, at least on that occasion, when the delivery is possibly heading down the leg side, you're kind of inviting trouble. Much fuller. He went way too early with the shot, and as a result, by the time the ball connected with the toe end of the bat, the damage had already been done. That is why we say reflexes are of utmost importance in cricket. You get your reflexes wrong, you will be all over the place. And Shrikant's sojourn of 9 runs comes to an end as Nanda strikes on first ball. Swapnil Nanda is the man who claimed the first wicket for Gladiator. And Niaz walks out to the centre under the pump, but with the power play still on, you may not know, things can just happen while you were least expecting them. Is it going to be over the wicket yet from Nanda? That's a question. Once again in the air, just short of the 2 fielders there. A possible dive was expected, but again, this ground isn't exactly the finest of the carpets that you would see, so the players would possibly think twice before going forward with the dive. But Swapnil Nanda, what a start for this young man. Claimed a wicket on the very first ball, dragging the length back, kind of leaving the opposition with a bit too much and to their liking. What a delivery that would be. A peach there, an inside edge. The batter had no clue. Late movement as well. Now that's how you use a new ball. Swapnil Nanda, he's doing some tremendous damage already to Troy. He's got a wicket all right, but the next 2 balls, I think they have planted the seeds of doubt in the minds of the 2 batters. J. Rao, he's opened the innings. He'll be facing his first ball here. And Nanda dances down the track. A quick question asked. I reckon the impact would have been outside off stump. And also the batter was quite a mile outside that surface. Outside the popping crease. So it kind of becomes slightly difficult for the umpires to decide whether that was going to crash on. And the impact, of course, is the first point that the umpires look forward to. This has been a sensational over from Swapnil. A little shimmy down the track from Rao. And he's picked it up on the full. launching it, crushing it out of the park in style. Jagdish Rao, an absolutely brilliant shot there. Not the best of deliveries, to be honest, from Swapnil. And truth be told, he was there in the slot to be struck. And Jagdish Rao obliges. Despite losing the wicket of Shrikant, I reckon that this has been a pretty decent start for Troy. 16 runs on the board, still a ball to go in the second over. Swapnil Nanda, except for that last ball, I reckon he's bowled a very good over. But the last ball, the one thing that he didn't really anticipate is Jagdish coming down the track, even if it's by an inch. He has got a lot of confidence up his sleeve there. And now the keeper comes up to the stump, so possibly a bit more fuller. In fact, he bowls it in the slot there. And Jagdish kind of startled whether he was going to go for it or not. And with that, we come to the end of the second over. 2 overs gone. Troy 17 for 1. Farida back in the attack at an expensive first over. He'll have a lion's share of responsibility as well. When you're bowling with the new ball, and that to inside the power play, I think that's one advantage, yes, but you have to control the new ball as well. That line and length has to be picture perfect. Once again, a little shimmy down the track and charged. Over directed, question could have been asked. A little shimmy down there from Jagdish. Just trying to fancy his chances on that occasion, but plays it straight to the cover. An attempted direct hit. If the direct hit would have transpired, maybe, you never know. Now this was going away from Jagdish. Once again, a very feeble attempt at trying to cut that one away. An unsuccessful one as well. A good comeback from Farida, of course. Went for 9 runs in the first over. And so far, the first 3 balls against Jagdish has been dots. Over the wicket. Once again, a little shimmy down the track. Gets completely bamboozled. Didn't reach out to the ball at all. Again, another preemptive strike there. Another premeditated shot. The idea was to try and shimmy down the track, hoping for a length ball, but completely misjudged the length out there. That was a good length delivery. And by the time it reaches out to Jagdish, the shot was never really on. Fortunate for him that he didn't end up pulling it off to his own stumps. This has been a brilliant over from Farida. Yeah, that's a lot fuller. That is a wide Yorker, to be precise. Length was perfect. The line wasn't. It was going away from the tram line. The batter was exactly where he was. Did reach out for the ball though. So of course, in that occasion, the trigger point won't be initiated. The batter has to move his feet in order for the trigger point to come across. And that should be a quick run taken. A good attempt, fancied by Parida, but that won't count. And Jagdish will finally be breathing a sigh of reprieve. It has been quite a nightmarish over for him so far. And the idea was to just tap and run. As soon as the ball touched his bat, he was rushing for the non-strikers. And then the attempt there by Parida, that didn't really take flight. That got stalled midway. Final ball of Parida's second over. The trade down opportunity. Fall shot. Oh, what a finish. What a culmination to this over would that have been. 3 overs gone. Troy 19 for 1.
ये है हमारे जीतेश भाई। इनका सब सही था, जो नहीं था वो था बिजनेस बढ़ाने का मौका। और जब किस्मत ने दिया मौका, तब पैसों की कमी ने उनका हाथ रोका। पैसों के मारे फंस गए बेचारे जीतेश भाई। क्या जीतेश भाई, घर में हो गोल्ड तब बिजनेस बने बोल्ड। गोल्ड लेके डीसीबी बैंक आओ, अपने सोने के गहनों पर आसानी से लोन पाओ। डीसीबी गोल्ड लोन। अब मुस्कुराओ जीतेश भाई।
Three overs, 19 for 1 at the moment. Troy would be looking forward to accelerate. Swapnil comes back in the attack. Keeper standing up to the stumps. But that's an excellent line and length as well. Close to the off stump, not really allowing the room that Jagdish would have expected. And so far, except for that fuller delivery, that Jagdish shimmied down the track and parked it to the fence on the leg side in the deep mid-wicket region. I think whatever Swapnil has bowled, he's bowled it in the good length. That was another decent delivery, but has been glanced down the leg side. He'll push for the second, is it? Not to be. It was Parida manning that area. We'll pick that up, get it back in perspective. This has been a great start by Gladiator despite Troy's charge in the first over. The following 2 overs have been entirely in favour of Gladiator and courtesy of Parida and Swapnil Nanda. Swapnil to continue over the wicket. And I think with the keeper standing up to the stumps, he's going to drag the length slightly back. He's not going to bowl it fuller, not going to bowl it in the slots, possibly those good length area that has gone miles in the air, catching chance. But power play is on, fielders are inside, and it has sailed all the way out of the park. That was a brilliant strike, right from the middle of the blade. And it was miles in the air. What a strike there from Niaz to announce his intentions as Troy gets a bit of breathing space. And once again, he's taken the aerial route. But this time, and what a miss that would be. Would you believe that? That was a gift offered on a silver platter. Should have been the call of doom for Niaz. And somehow a regulation take has gone through the hands of T. Parida. Incredulous. Swapnil Nanda, you've got a feel for this lad. Almost entrapped. And aerial loop taken. This time won't be dropped. Niaz may have survived Swapnil's venom, but Jagdish will have to head back as Swapnil strikes for the second time. Oh, what a start. What a dream start. This is for Gladiator. Kind of charged up, kind of galvanized into action by Niaz's belligerence. Jagdish wanted to set foot on the pedal. And what he ends up doing is he ends up picking up the fielder at cover. Second wicket goes down for Gladiators, for Troy, apologies, as Gladiators right on top. New batter in place. DK. One particular DK that has been doing the ripples in T20 cricket all around India at the moment is Dinesh Karthik. Does this DK bring a bout of fresh air for Troy in the midst of this current ordeal? Swapnil over the wicket still. Keeper goes back. That's cut away, but he'll find the backward point fielder. However, not the cleanest of collections, and DK will be off the mark. Again, he's done so well bowling that good length delivery, keeping it close to the body of the batter. He should have resorted to that line. And with this, we come to the end of the over. 4 overs gone. A couple of wickets have been lost by Troy.
तुमर चा आजी अदाबाला
बापा भाबुची फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटी रू पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करीबी इज इट पॉसिबल
हेई जीवो
केमिति हेबो बापा
जेमिति तोरो ग्रेजुएशन हेई गला
किंतु मु 2 वर्ष तुम ठारू दूर रे रहिबी
किछि कथा नाही जेबे फेरी के आसीबू सेते बेले निजो पादरे छिडा हेइथिबू
आउ ट्यूशन फीस
हेई जीवो
अकोमोडेशन
हेई जीवो
आउ ट्रैवल एक्सपेंसेस
हेई जीवो बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस
नाउ आई वांट टू सी गॉड
हेई
That's a bold move. Parida comes back in the attack, which means the captain will like to keep on piling further pressure.
28 runs on the board.
Tikar is the new batter in. He's got out the mark already.
28 for 2.
Yeah, that has been rammed altogether. But he's picked the fielder. Great attempt there at mid-off. Throwing his body along the carpet. DK did put in a lot of power behind the shot. But again, the timing wasn't that great. But kudos to the fielder. He's kept it down to a dot. Kind of saved 4 crucial runs here. And this time, DK! He's powered it! He's defied gravity! He sends it crashing out of the park!
Hitting it out of the park.
T. Parida! That wasn't a delivery that would have went scot-free. A length ball allowing DK to get onto his knees, position himself, and bam! Smokes it out of the fence. Once again, makes room for himself, cuts it away to perfection. That is some exquisite batting from Tikar. In fact, apologies, it actually shuffled across towards the ball. Is it? Have to really watch from the front on angle. But that was a shot that commanded respect, that commanded plaudits. This is some extraordinary start from Tikar. He's looking like a destructor to Troy. Parida will have to correct that length. He's going all wrong about it. Once again, kind of a half-hearted shot that was going away from him. Doesn't matter whether that was half-hearted or not. The kind of power that Tikar comes to the game with. He will clear the fences with a smile on his face. And also the bottom hand coming out of that shot. But by the time it happened, the shot was already conjured. And it has sailed out of the park. That's some classic striking. 16 runs of this over. A low full toss to finish things off. Tikar has got the juggernaut for Troy back in motion. 5 gone, 45 for 2.
भैया पेमेंट हो गया?
पेमेंट हो गया 10 रुपया।
आपके खाते में 50 रुपए जमा हो गए।
अब मैसेज चेक करने का जरूरत नहीं, फाउंड बॉक्स में सारे पेमेंट का कंफर्मेशन आ जाता है।
सुनो सुनाओ बिजनेस बनाओ।
Five overs have been bowled so far, and Troy are looking in solid touch. 45 is what they have piled up. That last over from Team Parida did a lot of damage to the prospects of Gladiator. Swapnil Nanda's Mac had a couple of wickets already, went for 17 runs, and Dekar kinds of sends them back. Was not really ready.
45 runs on the
Now it looks like Dekar, what a start, he's already had 17 runs of, apologies, 18 runs of the first 7 balls gone. Quick look at the field. Final over of the power play. That's where Swapnil Nanda has kind of differed from Parida. What he's done is he's kept the ball close to the body, he's bowled at good length, and he's kind of leaving the batters cramped for room. Once you start cramping the batters for room, then they start using their feet, trying to make room for themselves. That Kar has done very efficiently so far. Oh, that's a beauty! That's an absolute beauty. That had a bit of late swivel. It was swiveling in. So not really the easiest of deliveries. Kerr definitely had the cut shot on his mind. Kind of moved towards the ball as well. But then eventually that ball was a bit too fast for his liking as it went to the keeper. Oh, what a peach. What an absolute peach. Neeraj having a busy day behind the stumps there. And Swapnil Nanda continues to do what he's been doing so good. May have considered a couple of boundaries, alright, but then he's being laser focused on the discipline. Oh, this time that's a poor delivery. You can call it a commentator's curse if you want. Much fuller onto the pads of Dekar, and Kaur says thank you very much. As easy as it gets. All he needed to do was just flick that one, and he does that effectively. The deep mid-wicket fielder, a mere formality on that occasion. Placement absolutely impeccable there from Kaur. Couple of balls to go. Oh! That could have been a close call. Thankfully for Kaur, it was nowhere close to the timber. That off ball would certainly have been in the frame, only if the ball was moving in a bit too much. Went down on his knees, wanted to go for that massive heave there, get that sweep shot in perspective, but not to be for Kaur. Final ball of the over. And with this, we'll come to the end of the power play. 6 overs gone. An excellent over here from Swapnil Nanda. Troy, 50 for the loss of 2.
That's the end of the power play. And the field restrictions. 50 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Team Troy.
6 overs gone. Gladiator so far, Tonmoy Parida. He's done well, but he's gone for a few runs. But Swapnil Nanda, what an excellent spell has this been for him. Niaz has been off strike for a while now. And it's going to be S. Samantare. Spin for the first time today. Run rate of 8.33 is Dekar who got things back. And Dekar goes big! And he's gone massive! No chance for the fielder at long on. Kaur means business. And he's doing that. He's launching the bowlers out of the park. Once again, that's a poor delivery, to be honest. A much fuller one, kind of a moon ball. And Kaur says, alright, I'm gonna go into another dimension. And a huge strike. And this time Kaur just guides it towards that short third fielder. Oh, run out chance. How did he miss that? And I think it's a very bare minimum basic that the wicketkeeper Ajit has got wrong. You've got to stand behind the stumps. You need to have the stumps inside. Look at this one. This will give you a clear idea. That was certainly a run-out opportunity. There, the batter nowhere in the frame by the time the keeper receives that. But again, stumps not inside. This time Niaz goes big. And he's found the fielder. Sameer Samantare has struck. Niaz, who was off strike for a long time, was kind of stoked into action after watching Dekar bat. And that has cost him dearly. Went down on his knees. The shot was on all right, but kind of power that Niaz was expecting to get on with, that never really came. And third wicket falls for Troy as Gladiators will now try and bring things back. New batter making his way to the center, and that is none other than Bratty. Now Bratty, he has played quite an instrumental role so far in this tournament. Can he do further for his team? And Bratty, he's gone for a front foot punch there. They'll find the fielder, sweeper fielder instincted for that very shot itself. And Bratty is off the mark. Now Troy, it's going to be intriguing to see whether Dekar continues to do what he's doing, considering the fact that they've lost 3 wickets. Or does he take a step back, goes deep into the crease and plays it back to backward point? Won't find anything on that occasion. Another dot ball for Sameer. Sameer will be happy with how things have gone so far in this over. Just 8 runs, had a wicket as well. Oh, what a delivery! Unfortunate, a direct hit, could have been a goner. So close yet so far. And Bratty would survive. That could have been mighty close indeed. Rushed for the runs. And with that, we also come to the end of the over of Kamal.
अरे यार, पता है मुझे ना बचपन से क्रिकेट में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है। तुझे किस में है?
मुझे सेविंग्स अकाउंट में।
क्या?
जी हाँ, सेविंग्स अकाउंट में काफी इंटरेस्ट है क्योंकि डीसीबी बैंक देता है जबरदस्त इंटरेस्ट रेट। आपका बैंक कितना देता है?
Seven overs, 59 for 3. Lee Sharma will be the new bowler for Gladiator. As things stand, Deekar, he looked absolutely brilliant. Went for the big shots, didn't really back down. Well, 1 over of spin, and that has been replaced with some medium pace. So is it going to be spin? Still, we're not exactly sure. We'll quickly confirm. But the grip, that is going to be medium pace. And Kaur goes big again! Tantalizing the fielder at long on. Kaur has just deposited it out of the park. A sensational strike. Once again into the slot, and Kaur just reaches out for that and thumps it. Thumps it big enough. Rock solid strike, and what an innings has this been for Kaur. An entertaining one. 18 balls is what he's faced. 37 runs on the board. Talk about rampage, and Kaur is showing that. Not a quick run stolen. Is Anil Sharma for the third ball. And Bratty, very careful, very watchful, not interested in taking unnecessary risks. Uses his wrist to perfection and just flicks that away. Another single to the tally. So then Kaur's done so well, he's striking at a rate of 200. Why would you try and take unnecessary risk? It's slightly breezy out here. Yeah, that's a lot more vigilant from Kaur. Gets back, gets pretty deep into the crease, waits for the ball to arrive, and just opens the face of the bat and pushes it towards that short third fielder. 10 runs, is it? 9 runs so far from this over. In the first 4 balls, Bratty happy to play a very gingerly innings, at least until now. Bratty, he smashes that. He cuts that 1-2 with power. That would race away to the fence. Incredible striking from Bratty as well. He's joined the party now. Short of length, didn't really bobble up as much as he would have wanted. And Bratty smacks that, cuts that to the tee. What a shot. Further woes for Gladiator as Troy keeps on piling up the miseries. Once again cut away, but he'll find that short third fielder. 8 overs gone. Troy 73 for 3. Spin to continue. Sameer Samantare to Bratty. And Bratty very gingerly pushes it down towards long off. Gets another single, brings back Kaur on strike. Samantare went for 9 runs in that last over he's bowled. And the arrival of Kaur has completely changed the fortunes. Once again, waits with the ball, plays a late cut. The fielder won't make it in time. Kaur, what a knock this has been for him. As the drums keep on blaring out in the sweltering heat of Bhubaneswar. Kaur is upping it even further with an excellent gentry of power hitting and placement. That's class for you. He's moved on to 43 of 21. He scored more than 50% of his team's runs. The run rate continues to be over 9. And Kaur now goes for the sweep. And he's cleared the fence with ease. Another massive 6. Talk about countering spin, and Indians don't really shy back. Kaur is the example. Kaur is the embodiment of the Indian spirit against spin. What placement, what timing, and what striking. Picture perfect right from the middle of the blade as it sailed over the fence. 1 run shot of what is going to be a humdinger half century. Absolutely sensational. It's good to see the young fans coming over to watch games like these. And Sameer Samantare, he'll need some break at the moment. Kaur, he's making life kind of nightmarish for the spinner. And Kaur will very gingerly play it towards that cover fielder to complete this half century. A knock that screams brilliance, a knock that screams elegance. This is absolutely brilliant. Devraj Kaur, what a half century from just 23 balls. Would you believe that? He's played shots all around the park.
And team scored 85 now, the loss of 3 wickets.
Still a ball to go in this over. Let's see how does Sameer hold that one. Yeah, that's a straightforward delivery, and that has been well placed as well.
86 runs
And poor fielding, to be honest. Bratty wasn't really looking for that second run, could have got it easily. 9 gone, 86 for 3.
ये है हमारे जीतेश भाई। इनका सब सही था। जो नहीं था वो था बिजनेस बढ़ाने का मौका। और जब किस्मत ने दिया मौका तब पैसों की कमी ने उनका हाथ रोका। पैसों के मारे फंस गए बेचारे जीतेश भाई। क्या जीतेश भाई, घर में हो गोल्ड तब बिजनेस बने बोल्ड। गोल्ड लेके डीसीबी बैंक आओ, अपने सोने के गहनों पर आसानी से लोन पाओ। डीसीबी गोल्ड लोन। अब मुस्कुराओ जीतेश भाई।
Change in bowling. At the moment, Gladiator is kind of shuffling through all their options, trying to find a counter for Devraj Kaur's hard-hitting brilliance. And at the moment, they've fallen short terribly.
Captain of Team Gladiators with the ball this time. Can he grab a wicket?
Jetty is going to be the new bowler. Let's see if he can come up with a break for Kaur. But at the moment, Bratty is going to be the man on strike. And And very nicely worked down the leg side by Bratty. Will get a single. No harm done. Now this is where the real struggle begins. Because at the moment, Kaur has looked extensively explosive against spinners. Can Kaur continue to do the damage? Kaur rocks back in the crease, pummels it hard enough, but good work there at long on. There'll only be a single there. He had to cover some ground, kept his eyes on the ball. A good start so far by Chetty, a couple of runs from 2 balls. At least under the circumstances, he'll take them. And now Bratty sweeps that to perfection. Picks up the gap excellently and times it brilliantly as well. There you go, boom. There was a catching chance, all right, but in order for that to happen, in order for that to be taken, he needed a bit more effort. That was a low percentage effort from the fielder. It was going away from him. And that has been played very well there. Bratty now as well joining the party with Devraj Kaur and Jetty. Not feeling too good about it. He may be at the receiving end of double trouble. Oh, that was a peach. Quicker one, skidding off the surface.
That's the captain of Gladiators.
No chance whatsoever. Chitta Jetty. Seven runs conceded off the first 4. 6 runs in fact, and now 7 off the first 5. He'll be happy so far with the kind of bowling that he's done. But this time he'll be up against Devraj Kaur. And Kaur, he's looked just brilliant so far against spin. Spaced just a solitary delivery from Jetty. And Kaur takes him to the cleaners. He's pumped that one out. He's been a boundary machine today for Troy. And what a strike. Once again, from the middle of the bat, reaches out. And look at that one. It has sailed light years beyond the fences. That's a class strike from Kaur. And with this, we come to the end of the over. 10 gone, Troy 99 for 3.
You know, जेबे भी घरर कथा आसे तो दुईटी कथा सामना को आसी थाए भड़ा घर ना निजर घर निजर घर तो पुणी दुईटी कथा एई बैंक रु लोन ना सेई बैंक रु लोन एमिति प्रत्येक जगार दुईटी कथा आसी थाए इंटरेस्ट रेट्स टेन्योर इत्यादि इत्यादि तापरे मोर एही दुईटी कथारे फुल स्टॉप लागि गला जेते बेले मते यूनियन बैंक रु हैसल फ्री होम लोन मिलिला एबे दुईटी कथा गोटे होई गला जेते बेले यूनियन बैंक मते प्रॉपर्टी चूज करिबारे हेल्प करि देला यूनियन होम लोन एबे दुईटी कथा नुहे
राजा मु सलवार सूट पिंधी भी ना जंप सूट
एबे ई दुईटी कथार केही किछि करि परिबेनी
रियली हां रियली
साड़ी
$99 of the first 10. You're witnessing sheer rampage here from Troy. And Bratty will work it down the leg side. That's a very special way to bring up the team's 100. They have been thoroughly dominant except for that power play where 3 wickets were being, in fact 2 wickets were being gobbled up in the power play and then 1 followed after that. But this man, Devraj Kaur, what a knock has this been from him. 57 of 25. Way more than 200 is his strike rate at now at least. Anil Sharma. We'll have to figure out something different. And Kaur just guides that. That's what you call placement. No chance to the fielder. Again, picture perfect timing, opening the pace of the bat way too late in the shot. And look at how carefully he just caresses that one as the ball trickles past the backward point and the short third. That's what you call geometric precision there from Devraj Kaur. Moves on to 61. And the fans enjoying themselves out here. It's a hot afternoon, of course. What better way to elapse that? And more importantly, weekend settling in. That's a low full toss. Scott didn't pick it up all right. I reckon he will get a couple of runs, is it? He's happy with that single. Doesn't want to put himself through too much. You'll have to reserve the energy for the big hits, of course. It needs a lot of power up your wrists. You have to come forward, going blazing. You have to do the placement, timing. A lot goes on, to be honest. So a couple of balls to go in this over. And that has been flicked down the leg side. Has he picked the timing and placement right? The timing was good enough. Placement, however, finds that fine leg fielder, deep fine leg fielder. Apologies, deep square leg fielder.
5:15 is supposed to be the
7 runs of this over. Every over there has been a boundary. And they are looking good. If this partnership continue, they are looking good for a 200, which can be a momentous number
umpire's
to shoot down for the Gladiators.
managed time
Still a
effectively.
couple of balls to go. Once again, cut away with power. No chance for the fielder. It has been raining boundaries here at Bhubaneswar on a sunny day, on a sunny evening. And the tormentor-in-chief of Gladiator is the man leading the charge for Troy. Devraj Kaur, 66 of 28. It looks like IPL Mania has been grabbing this man as well. This time a massive swing at the bat, but doesn't connect. 11 gone. Troy 110 for 3. It has been quite a belting for the bowlers except for Swapnil Nanda. He's been the solitary one who's produced decent figures. But apart from Swapnil, everybody has been battered, broken and bruised by these two. Bratty is still playing it, is still taking it slow, not really rushing through. Kaur, however, he is throwing caution to the wind. And Chitta Jetty comes back in the attack. Ten runs and over so far. You know, the same T20 cricket, what scored in the first half, kind of doubles itself in the second. And if that happens, this can be some serious trouble for the Gladiators. Chitta Jetty. Bratty bounces down the track. The idea was to take him over long on, but the connection not so sweet, kind of played against the turn. When you're trying to play against the turn, you have to be very careful. You have to position yourself in a much better manner than Bratty did on the last ball. And I think that shimming down the track didn't help his cause either. Jetty now over the wicket. And Kaur goes big again. And God has gone massive as the spectators from his dugout keep on applauding the bedazzling brilliance of Devraj Kaur. That is a shot that screamed elegance. What a hit right from the middle of the bat. And it kept on sailing. Rock solid knockout from Devraj Kaur. And he's inching closer to that century mark now. Change of angle round the wicket. Kaur not at all phased by that. Rocks back in the crease, waits for the ball to arrive, and punches that one for another maximum. That's a flat six from Devraj. And is making this, is turning this ground into a slaughterhouse of the Gladiators. What a display this has been from Devraj. 78 of 31. Very well can be the knock of the tournament. And Kaur pulls back himself, catching chance goes down. That sailed all the way out of the park. Lifeline for Devraj Kaur, another catch dropped by Conmoy Pareda. That's the second time he's dropped a sitter. He was struck hard, it was drilled flat enough. Should have been taken though, that is a regulation catch. But this man, Devraj Kaur, 16 away from a remarkable 100. Almost single-handedly propelling the innings. Once again trying to go big, but on that occasion, Chitta Jetty having the upper hand. What an innings. That was the knuckleball there from Chitta. Thinking was right, and that possibly the ball skidding off kind of leaves Kaur bamboozled. And then Kaur seeks redemption. Kaur seeks vengeance. And he sent the ball crashing out of the park once again. There's no end to this rampage. There's no end to the scoring spree. Devraj Kaur moves on to 90. What phenomenal striking. Once again, much fuller into the slot. It's like another gift on offer on the silver platter for Devraj Kaur, and Kaur accepts it with arms wide open. 135 is what Troy has now from 12 overs. J. Roth is the new bowler for Gladiator. They are trying all possible sources. Change of keeping here. That's interesting. That is certainly interesting. Chitta Jetty has picked on the gloves. We were talking about exhausting all possible options, and it looks like Gladiator knows that they will have to figure out something or the other. This has been a really tough outing for the players.
Scoring the highest total.
That's been played very softly there.
The history of Iserveu
Full of red.
264. Can they break their own record? Like Sunrisers
And now the
Hyderabad,
real challenge
2 times in a row.
begins here for him. He'll be up against Devraj Kaur. 90th 34. And this time that's in the air, opportunity, but it has gone miles away from the fielders. Not really where he intended that to go, was trying to go down the ground, ends up behind square, but a boundary nonetheless. The scoring spree continues for Troy at the moment. The fielders, they are just a mere spectator. That is very watchfully just steered all the way back to short third. Picks it up, sends it back, and with that Kaur now moves out to 95 from 36. Is there a world record in the making? Definitely not in T20 cricket. Now Bratty rocks back, plays it to the fielder. He'll have to rush. Direct hit could have been a challenge there.
Can he score a century in the next ball?
Fastest century in T20 cricket is in 30 balls. Chris Gale pulled that off. Devraj Kaur may not have done that, but he certainly remains as someone to be a favourite. And that has been played. That's good fielding. That's very good fielding indeed. Still about to go so far. This is in fact, that's the end of the over as well. 13 overs gone. 142 for 3. New bowlers being tried every now and then, but that hasn't changed, or that hasn't brought about a change in fortunes.
Scan the QR, answer it correctly.
Another new bowler, and Bratty, look at how easy this has been for him. He knows exactly what to be done. That last over will possibly be one of the best, at least in the last 5, just 7 runs off it from J. Roth. An opportunity for Devraj Kaur to pull off a century. The quickest one in this tournament for sure. Kaur, however, doesn't want to take risks here. Somehow it looks like the nervous 90s are kind of getting to him. Oh, he goes big again. Again ends up behind square. And no matter the effort of the fielder, he won't be able to stop it. It's gone all the way for a boundary. He moves on to 99. He can very well be the third fastest centurion had this been international cricket. And with that, he'll complete his century. What a crazy knock, walking out to bat when your team was in pressure. Lost a couple of early wickets, blazing brighter than the sun here in Bhubaneswar. Producing a knock hotter than the already sweltering heat. Devraj Kaur has completed his 141 balls, 7 fours and 10 sixes. Take a bow, Mr. Kaur, take an absolute bow. And now will Bratty hope forward to go big. Bratty rocks back, he's pulled that one away. He'll get a boundary on that occasion as well. Now the runs may keep on coming from both ends. Bratty has been out there for a while. He was looking for his call to glory. And now that Devraj has completed his century, maybe it is the clarion call for Bratty to go big. With run rate 10.99, 152 already from 13.5 overs. And Bratty plays it straight down, however, ends up just short of the bowler. 14 152. Rod comes back into the attack, and Kaur possibly now exhaustion is setting in. That can be one of the reasons why you can see these two batters maybe pulling out of those shots. It's not really easy to continue with the same intent. Bratty rocks back, wanted to go over that cover fielder, wanted to go inside out. Not the easiest of shots to play. He pulls out in the last moment. Oh, that's a beauty! That's a work of art from Bratty. How quickly he shuffled across, adjusted himself to the speed of the delivery, and flicked that one over that fine leg area. Another boundary. The boundaries keep on flowing at the moment for Troy. It's so easy for them right now. There's no stopping the runs at all. Oh, that was a lovely ball, to be honest, from Rat. There's not much that he could have done. P. Malik was on the chase. It eluded the batter, it eluded the keeper, and it certainly eluded P. Malik as well. Yeah, that was a quicker one, skidded off the surface. No time whatsoever for Chitta Jetty to go down in the nick of time. And yes, another boundary. That will be a bye for sure. But no matter how it comes. In fact, that has been given a boundary. It must have mixed somehow. That's another lovely shot. Absolutely incredible striking from Bratty. That's a third boundary in a row. And that was that rocketed towards the Sifsundar Das stand. Another formidable opener that India had in Test cricket. In fact, it's gone all the way. Is it? He's just waiting. 15 gone, Troy 165 for 3.
ये है हमारे जीतेश भाई। इनका सब सही था। जो नहीं था, वो था बिजनेस बढ़ाने का मौका। और जब किस्मत ने दिया मौका, तब पैसों की कमी ने उनका हाथ रोका। पैसों के मारे फंस गए बेचारे जीतेश भाई। क्या जीतेश भाई, घर में हो गोल्ड तब बिजनेस बने बोल्ड। गोल्ड लेके डीसीबी बैंक आओ, अपने सोने के गहनों पर आसानी से लोन पाओ। डीसीबी गोल्ड लोन। अब मुस्कुराओ जीतेश भाई।
165 runs on the board at the end of 15 overs. The loss of 3 wickets.
Sameer Samantare has been brought back in the attack. Final 5 overs remaining. A century partnership has happened, and now Devraj Kaur back on strike, 101 of 42. It goes without saying, I don't think after batting for so long, he will be eyeing for those singles and doubles. The intention is to go big. The intention is to try and clear the fences as much as he can. And Bratty, he's just shown in the last over what he's capable of. Get Sameer Samantare. Get something for his team. A wicket here, however, can change the dynamics. Even though it feels like 165 can be a big enough score, because Bratty, rather Devraj Kaur, the Nockies played 101 of 42. That is absolutely marvellous. And Sameer takes it away from Devraj. He was asking for a wide, but it clearly was inside the tram line. He may feel that was going away, but yeah, yes, it was not even on the line. It was inside the line. And now pushes it down the leg side. Will steal a single.
Sameer scores.
Which means a man on strike is going to be Bratty.
It might be the orange cap holder, Piri Santosh Devkanta.
Where does Bratty go?
And what a shot!
Bratty, he's rocked that one! That has sailed over the fence. You must have said, Devraj, you have done enough. Now let me sit back and show what I am capable of. A half tracker. He stood there and delivered. He's planted that one into the cow corner. He's planted that one with ferocity. Yeah, this time the ball going away from him. He thought he didn't really have to move much, but kind of misjudges that one. The idea was to try and go big, try and go over that cover fielder. I think the shadow practice will possibly tell you about it. And now Devraj Kaur goes big again, goes down the ground, and goes beyond the comprehensible reach of the long on fielder. It is a slaughterhouse. The Gladiator stepped in for sure, but the performance wasn't anywhere close to gladiatorial. As Troy has made it their battlefield, and they are slaying their opposition without the slightest inkling of hesitation. That certainly has sailed on to another planet. You would need your interdimensional vehicles to get the cherry back. Devraj Kaur, what a display of power hitting as this man produced here.
Last ball of the over, 179.
Simply not relented. And 14 runs of this over already. Still a ball to go. They are inching closer to the 200 mark. Oh, this time Kaur kind of foxed by the speed of the delivery. That was way slower than expected. And it was also kind of dying on him. So didn't really get the pickup that he was hoping for. 16 gone, 180 for 3.
ତୁମର ଚା ଆଜି ଅଦା ବାଲା
बापा भाबुची फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटी रू पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करीबी. इज इट पॉसिबल?
ହେଇଯିବ
केमिति हेबो बापा
ଯେମିତି ତୋର ଗ୍ରାଜୁଏସନ ହେଇଗଲା
किंतु मु 2 वर्ष तुम ठारू दूर रे रहिबी
କିଛି କଥା ନାହିଁ ଯେବେ ଫେରିକି ଆସିବୁ ସେତେବେଳେ ନିଜ ପାଦରେ ଛିଡ଼ା ହେଇଥିବୁ
आउ ट्यूशन फीस
ହେଇଯିବ
अकोमोडेशन
ହେଇଯିବ
आउ ट्रैवल एक्सपेंसेस
ହେଇଯିବ ବାଇ ଗଡ୍ସ ଗ୍ରେସ୍
नाउ आई वांट टू सी गॉड
ହେଇଯିବ ଆରେ ଏଇଟା କେମିତି ହେବ
मु देखैबी
ଆସେ ଆସେ
दैट्स माय गॉड
यूनियन बैंक एजुकेशन लोन रे सबु हेजिबो
किंतु लोन रिपेमेंट हेजिबो ना
हेई जीवो मु अछि ना
एजुकेशन लोन फ्रॉम यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया भलो लोक भलो बैंक
Convoy Parida has been brought back in the attack. This is going to be his final over. They've got Swapnil Nanda with 1 over left as well, and I think he should be coming up at the earliest because there's no point keeping him for the death overs. Because the way these two are batting, Kaur takes the aerial route again and places that to perfection. This is why Swapnil Nanda had to be the one coming in. He's the only one who's kept Devraj Kaur silent. Anyone barring Swapnil has been taken to the cleaners, shredded into smithereens. Devraj Kaur has no intention of sitting back right now. He's playing the angle so beautifully as well. It isn't all about power hitting. It's been about exploiting the angles, placement and timing. That was going away from him, dying on him. Another delivery that was very low for him by the time he picked that up. Gets a single on that occasion. This looks like a daunting task at the moment for Gladiator. Can Convoy Parida get something for his team? Bratty dances down the track and he smashes it. He screamed that one as the ball crashes onto the drums beyond the fences. There's no chance for the fielder. He may have put in a dive, but that was struck with some power, with some ferocity. As the ball crashes out off the boundary line once again. Oh, that is a good ball. That's a good comeback from Convoy. I think that should have been the line and length throughout. But then again, at times, when you are being audacious, when you try and exploit scalps to your name, you start doing things which can be done otherwise. And Bratty this time doesn't really connect as he would have wanted to. Kind of lost his balance on that occasion, shuffled across and trying to drag something way outside the off stump over that leg side, over that long on fence. Not the easiest of shots to play. Final ball of Convoy is over. That should be a wide. Has that been given? Yeah, it should be given. In fact, it can also be a no ball. I think that's what he's referring to, because the ball's pitched outside that line, but it has to pitch outside the surface for that to be a no ball. And Kaur simply just tickles it down towards that deep backward point fielder to steal a single. Or have they denied that? No, they have taken a single. 17-192 for 3.
यू नो जेबे भी घरर कथा आसे तो दुईटी कथा सामना को आसी थाए भड़ा घर ना निजर घर तो पुणी दुईटी कथा एई बैंक रु लोन ना सेई बैंक रु लोन एमिति प्रत्येक जगह रे दुईटी कथा आसी थाए इंटरेस्ट रेट्स टेन्योर इत्यादि इत्यादि तापरे मोर एही दुईटी कथा रे फुल स्टॉप लागि गला जेते बेले मते यूनियन बैंक रु हैसल फ्री होम लोन मिलिला एबे दुईटी कथा गोटे होई गला जेते बेले यूनियन बैंक मते प्रॉपर्टी चूज करिबारे हेल्प करि देला यूनियन होम लोन एबे दुईटी कथा नुहे
राजा मु सलवार सूट पिंधी भी ना जंप सूट
एबे ई दुईटी कथार केही किछि करि परिबेनी
रियली हां रियली
साड़ी हे आदि एबे दुईटी कथा ना हैसल फ्री यूनियन होम लोन यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया भलो लोक भलो बैंक
Roth comes back in the attack, round the wicket, and Kaur takes him out of the park again. Poor bowling, to be honest, exactly in the same area that has been the wheelhouse of Devraj Kaur. He's been bowled fuller at. He's reached out for them without breaking a sweat. Such a glorious display has this been from Devraj. Change of angle is it going to be? Yes, over the wicket this time. Doesn't matter. Kaur still wants to take the aerial route. This time the catch has been taken. That's a good catch. It was a running one, not the easiest of ones to take. But what an incredible knock has this been from Devraj Kaur. As J. Rath walks up to him, acknowledges the brilliance, the excellence of Devraj's crazy power hitting. Once again trying to go big, ends up playing against the turn, ends up skying one, and a good catch at short third as he tracked back to take that catch. 121 of 51 balls, 12 sixes, 8 fours. Out of the 121, 110 is it came from boundaries. Brings out in the center Rakesh Sharma, a name that all Indians are very familiar with because of his intergalactic, not exactly intergalactic, but interstellar exploits. But the question is this Rakesh Sharma equally the starry eyes that can get the job done for us? Bratty batting on 49. He's got 3 balls on this over. The fall of Devraj, will that change the momentum? Can Gladiator have some momentum before they head out, or they head back to the dugout for the breather? And that will be the half century for Bratty. Yes! Very good running between the wickets. Appeal may have come, but it doesn't matter. And Bratty raising his bat to acknowledge another fine knock. He's also been part of the partnership along with Devraj Kaur. And he's played the boundaries whenever his team needed them. 50 of 30. 7 fours, 1 6, strike rate of 166.67. With 2 overs to go, we'll have to wait and watch whether he decides to start going big. It's now getting slightly breezy out here, which means a bit of comfort for the players. Still a couple of balls to go here for Rath. He'll be happy with the numbers, at least under the circumstances. Rakesh Sharma! He's joined the party as well. Another catch goes down. And this time it is Anil Sharma. That should have been the swan song for Rakesh. As he picked the fielder, it was going to go straight down his throat. Not the easiest of takes because he had to jump. But again, in the same time, that was more or less a regulation catch. And Rakesh this time goes down the ground, goes into the V. And he sends it crashing out of the park as well. 2 back-to-back sixes for Rakesh Sharma. What a show of destruction has it been for Troy. And it continues to be won. 18 gone, 212 for 4.
ତୁମର ଚା ଆଜି ଅଦାବାଲା।
ବାପା ଭାବୁଛି ଫରେନ୍ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟିରୁ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ଗ୍ରାଜୁଏସନ୍ କରିବି। ଇଜ୍ ଇଟ୍ ପସିବଲ୍?
ହେଇଯିବ।
କେମିତି ହେବ ବାପା?
ଯେମିତି ତୋର ଗ୍ରାଜୁଏସନ ହେଇଗଲା
କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ 2 ବର୍ଷ ତୁମଠାରୁ ଦୂରରେ ରହିବି।
କିଛି କଥା ନାହିଁ, ଯେବେ ଫେରିକି ଆସିବୁ ସେତେବେଳେ ନିଜ ପାଦରେ ଛିଡ଼ା ହେଇଥିବୁ।
ଆଉ ଟ୍ୟୁସନ ଫିସ୍,
ହେଇଯିବ
ଆକୋମୋଡେସନ,
ହେଇଯିବ
ଆଉ ଟ୍ରାଭେଲ ଏକ୍ସପେନ୍ସେସ୍।
ହେଇଯିବ ବାଇ ଗଡ୍ସ ଗ୍ରେସ୍।
ନାଉ ଆଇ वांट टू सी गॉड।
ହେଇଯିବ।
Swapnil comes back in the attack. 19th over, crucial one.
Into the attack from Team Gladiators. It's 212 already on the board. But Gladiators also have the potential to
A shimmy down the track by Bratti, and he's made the gap once again. The fielder may have put on a chase, but it won't matter.
270 on the board.
This is just marvelous, to be honest, here by Troy. It was Dave Rajkor initially, but now Bratti continues to hammer, and he continues to hammer big. Again, a little shimmy down the track, but that was heading outside the tram line. Will it be another wide? We'll have to wait and watch. Yes, the wide has been given.
That extra 218 on the board already.
6 runs of the first ball already. Where does Bratti go on this one? Bratti gets to his knees, doesn't really pick that one rightly. Kind of miscued the shot. The idea was absolutely okay on that occasion.
18.2 overs up and 219 on the board.
And Swapnil Nanda continue doing what he has been doing so far. Rakesh, he plays it well enough. As he plays that, a long chase with the fielders, they'll eventually keep it down. 18.3 overs, 220 for 4. Again, a shimmy down the track. Bratti may have miscued that. And yes, he's found the fielder. He's not really happy with that shot of his. He was expecting that possibly that would somehow or the other spill out of the hands, and this can be a telling blow. If they were eyeing for that 250, Bratti had to remain. He does come down the track all right, but then he comes down the track a bit too much. And that is what eventually proves to be his downfall. A simple catch for Neeraj, who was previously keeping the wickets before Chitta Jetty stepped up as the keeper. And that's the 3rd wicket for Swapnil. What a dream spell this has been for him. Again, under the circumstances, just 8 runs in this over. And getting the big wicket of Bratti, I think he'll be a happy man. Kind of the silver lining in the clouded sky of Gladiator. The Sen is the new batter in. And I think before he came out, the message was crystal clear. Go after every ball. And wait for it. And he's gone for it straight away. They'll find the fielder. Gets a single. Gets off the mark. And now Rakesh Sharma will have to play something special here. But Swapnil Nanda, no matter how many accolades you heap on him, it should fall short. He's been so good. Round the wicket to Rakesh. And Rakesh, he sent it to another planet. Right from the middle of his bat, using the full power of his arms. He's crunched that one. What a gigantic strike there. Swapney, there was no need for him to change angles. He was doing well from over the wicket, comes round the wicket, allows Rakesh to get exactly into the position that he loves to bat on. And keeping a still head, keeping his eyes on the ball till the last moment, gets underneath the ball, balances himself, and boom. 19 overs, 227 for 5, Troy.
भैया पेमेंट हो गया 10 रुपया।
आपके खाते में 50 रुपए जमा हो गए।
अब मैसेज चेक करने का जरूरत नहीं, फाउंड बॉक्स में सारे पेमेंट का कंफर्मेशन आ जाता है।
सुनो सुनाओ बिजनेस बनाओ।
Rock comes back for the final over here. 40 so far from 3 overs today. Every single bowler has had a nightmare altogether. And the very first ball has been parked again. Devi this time, Devi Sen coming into the party. No mercy, no relent whatsoever. J. Roth, and he changed the tidings. 231 on the board already. And once again takes the aerial route. Has he got enough distance? He hasn't got enough distance. He's landed it safely though. And Davies saying he's not happy. He's kind of shadow practicing it so that the next time he connects, the ball doesn't stop anywhere midway.
4 more balls to go.
He can send it crashing out of the park. And Roth is asking for a change in field here. "12 runs and over. Can they go up to the 240 mark?" Of course, they will try and do that. And Rakesh! Sit back, don't bother looking. That's only going to be landing in one destination, and that's out of the park. Flexing his muscles. That was not the shot from Rakesh though. That was the one where Devi got slightly lucky, but the following delivery, Rakesh launching Roth out of the park. Dances down the track, and a stumping chance goes begging. Straight into the hands of Chitta Jetty and straight out. Well, nothing, absolutely nothing has gone in favor of Gladiators. Rakesh this time chooses the offside, and he's powered it so well that he can just stand and savor the fruit of that shot. Gets onto his knees and brings out the massive swing, the full 360 swing off his blade as the ball sailed out of the fence. Final ball of the innings. And he goes big again. It may take a couple of bounces and it will race away to the boundary. It may not be a 250, but it certainly is a 248 as Rakesh finished things off with pomp and vigor. It's Troy, absolutely merciless, piles up 248 at the end of 20 overs. And now dived into a short breather. This is the last ball. Once again, another frenetic swing at the willow. And the power that he produced behind that, that was certain that it would take it away to the fence. 20 overs gone, and at the end of Troy's 20 overs, they have piled up 248. And 249 is what the Gladiators will need to win this match. Stay tuned, everyone, as we return to the chase.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special person today on the field. As promised earlier, we have with us none other than Ms. Pramita Mahabharata, and she'll be hosting for you guys tonight and entertaining you. And she has hosted Indian Premier League, Indian Super League. So I'll hand over the mic to her and Pramita. So it's a 10 minutes break for both the teams, and we'll start the match exactly at 5:30 p.m. So requesting the bowling team to select the ball from the organizer desk and the batting team to collect the accessories from the organizer desk as well. So Pramita, the match is over to you.
My checking 1, 2, 3.
5:30 is the time to start the second innings, and there's 2 minutes to go. Team Gladiators have to chase down 249 runs in 20 overs. It's a do or die situation for Team Gladiators, and if they lose this match, they are out of the tournament, out from the qualifying race to the finals. And on the other way, Team Troy, if they win this match today, they're going to secure the spot in the finals.
जो गिफ्ट हो गया खास लाते हैं रिश्ते Alright, for Team Gladiators, the openers are all set. Jairam and Sameer. And I was just told by Divyendu about one of the openers batters out here. How does he play?
Jairam Rath is the Chris Gale of Iserveu heroes. You'll see him back personally.
But also in the T20 format, as we were talking about, like Team Joy over, like you mentioned about the higher scores that was set up like 265 yesterday and 248. And it's like amazing to see in this format.
Welcome back, everyone. We are all set for the cheese. Now, to be honest, if this cheese has to be successful enough, then they will have to figure out some hard hitting straight away. Jairat, the man who finished things off with the ball in his hands, has walked out in the center with Sameer Samantare. It's going to be Rakesh Sharma to kickstart proceedings for Troy. What a terrific striking it was, striking display from Rakesh Sharma it was towards the end. And as the day bleeds into nightfall, we are all set for a humdinger display from both sides. And Rakesh starts off with a wide. It's very close to the thigh pads there on that occasion. Good keeping, to be honest. That line will have to come in closer. The idea is, of course, to try and attack the stumps there from Rakesh. And for Samir, though, both Samir and Rath, they will be hopeful of getting a few runs in the power play. Now that is a solid start by Rakesh. It was a lot quicker than expected, and it kind of left the batter foxed. As Rakesh once again over the wicket. Samir punches one on the back foot, but he won't get anything for that. A couple of dot balls there will, of course, be instrumental in terms of shaping up Rakesh's mental demeanor. Widest third slip in place, and has Shrikant taken that? Is there an edge? No, there is some movement. It looked like as if the batter had nicked the ball, but that was some razor sharp movement in Shrikant. He did well on that occasion to get hold of it. And yes, the fans like it, the fans love it. Of course, why wouldn't one love being in front of the camera? And once again, ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching this game, it's coming live on the official YouTube channel of Sportscast India. That's edged in almost into the hands of the fielder, gone through him. Could have been the first blood for Troy. What a start would that have been, and that is exactly why the widish third slip maybe, or the second slip was placed. Gilt-edged opportunity goes begging. Not the easiest of takes, to be honest. Rakesh Sharma, he'll be a happy man with how things have proceeded so far. And now replacing that sweltering heat, it's a very gentle, it's a very gingerly breeze that is taking shape, which means it's going to be slightly comfortable. I won't say comfortable, rather slightly pleasant for the batters. The fans have come out, not exactly in spades, but then they have come out in numbers, all right. Just enjoying their team's performances. Taking a bit longer than usual. Troy is just getting the fields in place. Rakesh back in action. And that's a loud appeal being done. Possibly will be heading down the leg side. Because that impact point clearly looked like it could have been a questionable call. All the players kind of surrounding the umpire on that occasion, asking whether that was close or not. In fact, they have gone for a review. So that's interesting. We'll have to wait and watch what the decision eventually is, but from the initial perspective, it looked like that it was heading down the leg side. Yeah, in fact, the impact itself is outside the leg stump. Yeah, that impact is outside the leg stump. I don't think there's any way batter is going to be given out for that. First and foremost point is the impact itself has to be in the stumps. And the decision has been made. So it's not out, yes, because it clearly is nowhere close to the stumps. It would be sliding down the leg side. But more importantly, you've got to have the impact in place. That has been worked on the leg side. They'll get a single for that. 1 over gone. They're pushing for the second. They won't get it. 2 over, in fact, 1 over gone. Gladiator 4 for none.
अरे यार, पता है मुझे ना बचपन से क्रिकेट में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है। तुझे किसमें है?
मुझे सेविंग्स अकाउंट में।
क्या?
जी हाँ, सेविंग्स अकाउंट में काफी इंटरेस्ट है, क्योंकि डीसीबी बैंक देता है जबरदस्त इंटरेस्ट रेट। आपका बैंक कितना देता है?
It's going to be Bratty, who's back in action. And he'll be bowling his first over. And as the heat kind of dwindles down, the fans start making their way to the center. Opening the face of the bat, guiding it down towards that backward point fielder. Get anything from that good start by Bratty. Chasing 249, the body language and the intent, of course, hasn't been seen anywhere from Gladiator. They will need to do better than that. That's played well. That's from the middle of the bat as well. And that has gone all the way for a maximum. Stand and deliver. Stunning strike, no problem whatsoever. And it sails out of the fence. Brilliant shot, brilliant cricketing shot indeed. And this time rocks back, cuts it away. They'll pick the fielder there. Get a single. Bratty is one of the most reliable names in the Troy lineup, whether it's with the bat or whether it's with the ball. The way he's delivered himself, that is absolutely brilliant. And this time Rath goes for the aerial route that has travelled miles in the air, and it's gone beyond the rope as well. That's an excellent shot. And it's sailed over for another titanic strike. Just when it feels like that you are going to pursue, you're going to keep your opposition silent, that is when targeting the best man in the side. A little shimmy down the track, but look at the delivery. An absolute beauty from Bratty to sneak one through the defenses of Rupp. As the timber goes for a toss. Talk about being precise, talk about being clinical. And Jayaram Rath goes for 6 of 3. What an absolute beast of a delivery was that. Little shimmy down the track, took a deflection along the way, and Bratty calls for the celebration. He knows that it was a long time coming. And good follow through as well. Picture perfect Yorker, in fact. Exactly where it should have been. As Roth's desperate attempt to try and convert that into a biggie has gone down the drain. A delivery of the tournament, if we may say. You won't see them over and over again. Mishra walks out to the center.
जो नहीं था वो था बिजनेस बढ़ाने का मौका, और जब किस्मत ने दिया मौका तब पैसों की कमी ने उनका हाथ रोका.
2 overs, 17 for 1. Rakesh Sharma comes back in the attack. Oh, look at the pace there. He's gunning up the numbers on the speed gun. Sameer Samantare may have a few challenges. Body language so far hasn't really looked like as if they are chasing 249. He's been very modest, very silent, very calm. You've got to get the explosives out. The power play is the time, and that's a wide. He's miles away from Sameer's reach on that occasion. Yeah, that clearly was outside the tram line, no questions asked. Probing that corridor of uncertainty on the off stump. There's not much that Sameer may feel that he's missed out on that one, but the kind of positioning that he was in, it never really looked like he could have done anything on that occasion. He was too close to the line of the delivery. That has been driven, and that has been driven ferociously. The point fielder may have put in a full stretch dive, but it was not to be. Dev Rajkar, whatever he's done excellent today with the bat. That was a tough ask of him. He had his eyes on the ball, so that's obviously a good sign. But he didn't really have what it takes to try and put a halt. Rakesh, this over has turned out to be slightly expensive for him. 9 runs off it. goes on to the back foot. Very gingerly opens the face of the bat, but plays it straight to Devraj. I think Troy would be pretty. Still a ball to go in this over. That should be another wide. A bit of assistance now coming in from the bowlers of Troy. It's been a pretty prolonged 3 overs, to be honest, when it comes to the time limits. Final ball of the over from Rakesh Sharma. And Rakesh defends it on the front foot. 3 overs gone, Gladiator 27 for 1.
And the 3 overs scores are 27 for 1.
ये है हमारे जीतेश भाई। इनका सब सही था, जो नहीं था बिजनेस बने बोल्ड। गोल्ड लेके डीसीबी बैंक आओ, अपने सोने के गहनों पर आसानी से लोन पाओ। डीसीबी गोल्ड लोन। अब मुस्कुराओ।
Ratty comes back in the attack, claimed that crucial wicket in the last over with that absolute peach picture perfect Yorker. That too with a hint of late wobble as well. Just the perks of bowling with the new ball. Yes, we were talking about some shape and curve, and that's what Ratty has exploited so well. Whenever you're bowling with the new ball, if you're able to control the line, I think half of the job, you're able to control the ball, control the line and the length. Half of your job is done, and I think that is exactly what Ratty has done. He's done something very effortlessly. That has been pushed down the ground. By Mishra, another dot ball. Now that is sensible batting. That was a slower one. For anybody who's watching that, ideally he may be tempted to go for the big shot, but if you're misjudging that, even by a second, you may be in for a catastrophe. But that is very, very watchful, to be honest, by Mishra. He knows that yes, the ask is massive, the ask is momentous. They'll have to do better than that, but at least the deliveries which may look out of their reach, they'll have to keep things simple. Was going away from him, drives it straight to the fielder. This has been an excellent over from Ratty so far. 4 dots, and they continue to deliver. How does Ratty finishes things off here? That's the question. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. He'll find the third fielder, keep it down to a single. It's not going to be a maiden over like Ratty would have wanted, but it certainly was a fine over. Still a ball to go. Went for 13 in his first over, picked up that crucial wicket, and this over he's just gone for that solitary run. Again, a little shimmy down the track by Samir Samantare. And he's just eluded The extended reach of the fielder. Good work though. They had to pull it back in. They did that. They may not have gotten the catch. They were not letting that run away either. Bratty may not be happy, but I think that's a very good result. It's going away from them, bowling in the power play with the fielding restrictions on. It's not easy. 4-1, 30-1.
ଆରେ ଏଇଟା କେମିତି ହେବ?
ମୁଁ ଦେଖେଇବି?
ଆସେ ଆସେ।
That's my God.
यूनियन बैंक एजुकेशन लोन रे सबु ହେଇଯିବ।
କିନ୍ତୁ ଲୋନ୍ ରିପେମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବ ନା?
ହେଇଯିବ। ମୁଁ ଅଛି ନା?
एजुकेशन लोन फ्रॉम यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया ଭଲ ଲୋକ।
ୟୁ ନୋ ଯେବେ ବି ଘରର କଥା ଆସେ ତ ଦୁଇଟି କଥା ସାମ୍ନାକୁ ଆସିଥାଏ ଭଡ଼ା ଘର ନା ନିଜର ଘର ନିଜର
Really?
ଶାଢ଼ୀ
Okay, we do have some of them. And who said a no? Who were the ones who said a no?
J. Rao comes back in the attack.
I don't see.
Jagdish Rao. 4 overs so far, 30-1. They were expecting a much more explosive start, but I think they are playing more with the intent of not losing any more wickets. Possibly keep quite a few wickets in hand so that they can eventually go big towards the dying embers of the game. That's a good looking shot there from Mishra. An excellent fielding on the deep. Absolutely brilliant on that occasion. It's never really easy to try and keep things in check. Look at this effort once again. He had to cover a long way, did keep his eyes on the ball. Phenomenal. He does it very clean. No chance for the ball to cross the line, at least on his watch. Rao goes round the wicket, and Sami just pushes it very gingerly towards that point fielder where Dev Rajkar very patiently awaits. No runs scored. Again, a little shimmy down the track, and he's played that well enough. But excellent work there in the deep. Just leaping to perfection, timing that jump as well. Saves 3 crucial runs for his team. Very good work by the fielders. And this is exactly what they expect. That's a much better line there, attacking the stumps, and Mishra kind of making way. Pradyut Mishra just trying to find himself some breathing space in that occasion. Jagdish Rao, final ball of the over, and Mishra this time looking for placement and timing, and he's done that to perfection. Despite a full-blown chase by the fielder, he was not making it in time. And with this, we come to the end of the 5th over. Gladiators move on to 36-1.
भैया पेमेंट हो गया?
भैया पेमेंट हो गया 10 रुपया।
आपके खाते में 50 रुपए जमा हो गए।
अब मैसेज चेक करने का जरूरत नहीं, फाउंड बॉक्स में सारे पेमेंट का कंफर्मेशन आ जाता है।
सुनो सुनाओ बिजनेस बनाओ।
Change of bowling. Devi comes into the attack. Devi Sen. Final over of power play. How does Troy look forward to finish it off? So far, they will be pretty happy with how things have gone at the moment. It has gone exactly to plan, and there's not much that they need to worry about. Starts off with a full toss on that occasion. Oh, that's poor. That is poor from the fielder. Satya was the man in charge to get the job done. But then he kind of over tipped himself. A very low full toss. It was very tame and a very meek effort. But then somehow he misjudges the line of the ball as the ball trickles away to the fence. That's good looking shots here. Coming out all the way from Sameer Samantare. He's trying to hit as many as he can. He knows that all of them are going to be very, very crucial. And this time he takes the aerial route. Doesn't really look like a solid connection. Sameer will have to go back. Devi Sen has produced the breakthrough. An enduring knock under the circumstances from Sameer comes to an end. Played well, to be honest. Took his time, batted well, but eventually it was not to be. The asking rate was leapfrogging with every passing ball. And that's the end of him. 24 of 19, 3 fours and a 6. New batter making his way to the centre. It's too tough of an ask now. Already the required rate that has gone sky high from the final 14 overs. If things remain as they are, Gladiator will need almost close to 200 runs on that occasion. And truth be told, it's never really easy. It's never really possible. Sensible bowling here from Devi Sen. Could have been a run-out chance. Good attempt made by the fielder may have hurt his hand on that occasion. That has been played again very gingerly. Just to push to that fielder. Easy pickings. Threats whatsoever. Still a couple of balls to go.
There.
Again, a massive swing of the bat, just plays it very gently towards that long on fielder on that occasion. Somehow the boundaries have completely died out. A question asked on that occasion: will the finger go up? It could have been a very close call. He just pushed and run. I think he's made his ground without breaking a sweat. 6 overs gone, 43.
अरे यार, पता है मुझे ना बचपन से क्रिकेट में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है। तुझे किस में है?
मुझे सेविंग्स अकाउंट में।
क्या?
जी हाँ, सेविंग्स अकाउंट में काफी इंटरेस्ट है, क्योंकि डीसीबी बैंक देता है जबरदस्त इंटरेस्ट रेट। आपका बैंक कितना देता है?
अरे यार, पता है मुझे ना बचपन से क्रिकेट में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है। तुझे किस में है?
मुझे सेविंग्स अकाउंट में।
क्या?
जी हाँ, सेविंग्स अकाउंट में काफी इंटरेस्ट है, क्योंकि डीसीबी बैंक देता है जबरदस्त इंटरेस्ट रेट। आपका बैंक कितना देता है?
6 overs, 43 for the loss of 2. Still a long way to go for Gladiator, who needs 207 runs of the final 14. A new Sahu has been introduced into the attack. Single of the first ball. Oh, that's close! That's close! Fingers gone up! Mishra's long stay in the centre will have to come to an end. Sahu strikes. And that's a massive wicket. They were already bolstering their clutches on the game. That was a close call. A very faint tickle. And Mishra, he departs for just 7. It was kind of a tormentous stay, to be honest. It wasn't easy. They were fighting as hard as they could.
Determined to get into the finals tonight.
And Gandhi steps out in the centre. And he's got a daunting task ahead of him. Can Sahu add further sheen to the bowling numbers that already looks mighty impressive for Troy? Oh, he wanted to go for a sweep straight away. That was an innovative attempt from Gandhi to try and figure out something, but that's a wide given, no connections whatsoever. Checked his shot in the last moment. The flow of his bat looked like he was going to possibly go all guns blazing after that delivery, but it was not to be. another couple of runs on that occasion. Good running between the wickets. Another brilliant over here from a Troy bowler. Another question asked. Another time the finger goes up. Roth departs. And third wicket. What an over this has been for Sahu. The man with the golden arm for Troy, as he has dealt a double whammy, sending Gladiator into a retreat mode. Once again, a feathered touch from the under edge, straight into the keeper's hands. No real challenges.
Troy is unbeaten till now, and looks like.
Talk about getting the job done, and Sahu, he's just not got the job done, but he's done a lot more than that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, like every day we do, we're going to have a fun and game contest today.
Final ball of Sahu's over, and he had one more to his tally.
Will be revealed what the contest will be once you are here. So, we'll start off first with Abhyakta Bal to join me on stage.
That's a flighted one, pushed down the leg side. He'll get a single for that. 7 overs gone, 49 for 4.
And the next is
अरे यार, पता है मुझे ना बचपन से क्रिकेट में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है। तुझे किसमें है?
मुझे सेविंग्स अकाउंट में।
क्या?
जी हाँ, सेविंग्स अकाउंट में काफी इंटरेस्ट है, क्योंकि डीसीबी बैंक देता है जबरदस्त इंटरेस्ट रेट। आपका
Saubhagya to join me on stage. And Gaurav Rana.
Final 13 to go and still 201 needed. 6 wickets in hand, 4 wickets have fallen. Oh, that could have been another chance. Almost went up straight to Devraj Kaur, the hero for Troy. Scored a brilliant century today afternoon. That's in the air, played very gingerly again. Very tender shot, to be honest.
And tonight we have Pramita to conduct the contest. I would like to invite her on stage. A round of applause for our today's host, Pramita.
Devi Sen 1 for 8 so far. Got that crucial breakthrough in the last over, and since then it has only been woes for Gladiator. They have completed their collective 50, all right. Oh, that was quick. Fortunate for Gandhi that he managed to get the bat onto that one, or could have been very well the final ball that he was facing that was mighty close to the stump, so it was never going to be easy. Once again, checking his shot in the last moment. Batting has been a living nightmare whatsoever. Another quicker one, skidding past, skidding off the surface past the watchful eyes of Gandhi.
The voice of Iserveu, right?
Absolutely.
But I think everyone was like,
Still a ball to go. Of Devi Sen's over. And this time Devi Sen strikes big. And he's cleared the fence. He's got power up his sleeves, and I think he was waiting for a delivery that was much fuller in nature. Found one almost offered as a gift, and he takes the gift. He's whacked that one with all the muscles he's got as the ball went crashing over that long on fielder. 8 on 56 before Gladiator. Saho comes back for his second over. Had a couple of wickets in his very first over. Oh, that can very well be the third. Lucky. Very lucky escape for Ananda. That was such a beauty of a delivery. Just in the nick of time, he kind of pushes the ball away from the timber. This time to the keeper. He's produced almost similar wickets. The 2 wickets that he's claimed, both of them went to the keeper. This was the one. Yeah, just in the nick of time. Showing his footballing skills. There wasn't much. He would have handed the ball. He would have been given out anyway. Oh, this time follows the batter. Leaves him cramped for room. Nanda says he's all right. But another phenomenal, another sensational over from Sahu. And again to the keeper. At the moment, things are passing in a flash altogether for Troy. They're running forward. They're running through with the overs. This time into the slot, but he didn't really connect with enough power. Will find the fielder in the deep. Final ball of Sahu's over. And that's another beauty to finish things off. 9 overs gone. Gladiator 58 for 4. Devi Sen comes back in the attack. Starts off with a quicker one. Straight to Devraj Kar, no runs whatsoever. Straight to the fielder once again. And at the moment, the runs have completely dried up. Forget boundaries. They need runs, to be honest. again played it in the air. That may run away, is it? No, he'll find the fielder. Just a single.
Why are every points coming up at you? सैटरडे कल पता चलने वाला है क्यों मतलब सबसे ज्यादा क्राई बेबी बहाने बनाना सिक लीव्स लेना और क्या क्या सब कुछ इंटर बबल में हम
In the last few overs, they have been they've come thick and fast, and they've hardly found any runs whatsoever. Another dot ball. This is nightmare territory at the moment for the Gladiators.
सभी का डेटा बेस इनके पास है सबका डेटा बेस है ना इसीलिए ये तो मतलब लाइक व्हाट इज इट सिकंदर वाला एकदम ना ठीक है वाह
10 overs gone. That was a massive hit. It came rushing through again into the hitting arc, and he sent it crashing out of the park. 10 overs gone, 65 for the loss of 4.
तीनों कौन लगता है सबसे ज्यादा फ्लर्ट करता है नो कमेंट मतलब बेचारा मतलब एक उनको एकदम फंसा के रखा है ना एकदम से ऐसा फील आ रहा है ऐसा फंसा रहे आपको ना फंसा रहे आपको क्या करते हो सब आपके नाम ले रहे क्या यही तो प्रॉब्लम है ये जो बोलता है वही पहले करता है वही करता है सबसे इनोसेंट कौन है कौन सबसे इनोसेंट कौन है कौन लगता है सबसे ज्यादा गॉसिप कौन करता है चारों में अच्छा थोड़ा इधर आ जाए
Making room for himself. Pushes one towards the fielder in the deep. Will get a single on that occasion. Half of the game remaining. Can these two change the course of action? That's the question mark. Obviously, they'll have to work a lot harder than what they are doing right now, but more importantly, they'll have to show intent. As simple as that. Without intent, it won't count. Sahu back in the attack, 2 for 9. And this time, Gandhi has connected that. It may not go all the way, he'll find the fielder, but the shot looked solid. I think it's a slightly low percentage effort. There was no foot movement, he just got the bat swinging in his favor. Could have done better than that. It's on the back foot, takes it straight to the fielder. Slot but doesn't connect, it is going away from him. In situations like that, ideally you have to get the control of the ball before you play that shot, because it can be very, very risky. He's got a tremendous bat lift for sure. But the question is, can he bring it down in the nick of time? That's the question mark. Final ball of the over. Straight to the keeper. Question asked. This time the umpire denies, is it? Yeah, he has denied it. Another over comes to an end. 11 overs gone. In fact, this time it looked a lot more convincing.
भैया पेमेंट हो गया 10 रुपया
आपके खाते में 50 रुपए जमा हो गए।
अब मैसेज चेक करने का जरूरत नहीं, साउंड बॉक्स में सारे पेमेंट का कंफर्मेशन आ जाता है।
सुनो सुनाओ बिजनेस बनाओ।
इधर डेटा में से अभी थोड़ा रिस्क है सब कोई ठीक है आपके पास आता है आपके पास जाते हैं आपके बहुत रैंकिंग होगी
This time shuffles across. He's gone for that sweep shot. It was in the air for a long time. But no fielders underneath will get a single for that. Once again, aerial route taken, but also given the fact that the fielder was miles behind him, he was successful in keeping things in bay. Three singles so far. And once again, a massive heave from Gandhi. But he can only find elevation in that and not the distance. Gandhi departs for 15. The problem with that shot was there was no foot movement. He was kind of rooted to his position. Clears the front foot all right, but never really invested in that shot. As a result, comes crashing down straight into the hands of the fielder. Another wicket falls half the side of Gladiator is back in the hut. Parida comes into the center. Can't count my Parida. He was not that efficient with the ball in his hands today. And he shows something with the bat at least. Was an opportunity but falls short of the fielder. Still a long way to go. Final ball. And breezes past batter. 12 gone, 71 for 5.
कितना देता है?
अरे यार, पता है मुझे ना बचपन से क्रिकेट में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है। तुझे किस में है?
मुझे सेविंग्स अकाउंट में।
क्या?
जी हाँ, सेविंग्स अकाउंट में काफी इंटरेस्ट है, क्योंकि डीसीबी बैंक देता है जबरदस्त इंटरेस्ट रेट। आपका बैंक कितना देता है?
That wasn't the best of balls to kickstart proceedings. Wide 4 runs, never really expected, to be honest. Something, at least something for Gladiator to just smile. Sahu, I think he's done phenomenally well so far. So yes, you can cut him some slack. Nanda and Tonmoy, they will have to pull off something miraculous. And Nanda strikes big! No chance for the fielder, he's played that to perfection. In the slot, he's picked that up. Using the full-blown power of his wrists there. Sends it shrieking to the fences. Very good shot. an inside edge, a bit of fortune going in favor of Nanda. Could have been tricky. It's a much watchful shot straight to the feet now. Goes on to the back foot and very gingerly pushes it. Final 2 balls of Nanda's spell remaining. And another quicker one from Sahu skidding off the surface. Bit of smiles there from Nanda and Shrikant. Final ball of the over. Final ball of a spell as well. 2 for 22. Another fuller one. Nanda picks that up and he's picked the gap up perfectly. That has raced away to the boundary. 13 overs gone, Gladiator. 86 for 5.
I think he knows. Mr. Come. Oh God.
Change in bowling. Panda comes into the attack. Oh, what a start here. Question asked straight away. He thinks the batter had nicked. And yes, the fingers eventually gone up. It took the umpire a bit longer than expected and he sent on Parida back into the pavilion. That was a tricky one, to be honest. It wasn't the easiest of decisions for the umpire. Had to wait for a lot longer than usual. But eventually the decision came in favor of the bowler. Mighty close to the bat, possibly would have needed a DRS, so the ones on the ground would figure out whether there was a bit of a nick or not. Six wickets down for Gladiator. Can they finish off for 20 overs here? That's the question mark. Chitta Chetty has come out in the centre. And oh, that was another dead ringer off the last ball. Just the beauty, the sheer beauty on that occasion was so good. This time with an offer that has been cut away to power, or cut away with power rather. So much with ample with an offer and he has rocked that one. So 3 balls to go in this over. Oh, very close again, straight back to the bowler.
आपकी ड्रीम गर्ल जो है यहाँ पे उनको यार
Very
ड्रीम
gentle
गर्ल
as well.
बड़े बड़े शैतान है यार जो बताओ यार ये बताइए ड्रीम गर्ल कहाँ है तुम्हारे यहाँ पे आप ही ऑफिस की तरफ कोई नहीं है आपकी
Again, a bit of it on offer after the ball, had a bit of late movement.
आप बताइए नहीं तो ऐसे कुछ टास्क
Another single.
ठीक है नॉन टेक्निकल में है क्या यार मेरे को ना मुझे लग रहा है ये 3-4 दिन में सबका पोल ऐसे खुल जाएगा बड़े टेंशन में है मैं तो चली जाऊंगी ये सब फंस जाएगा ऐसे फीलिंग हो रहा है या बताइए ना आप जैसे यहाँ पे क्रश हो सब बहन है आपकी
Final ball of Panda's over coming up. A Panda. And I reckon that would be given a wide. It was around the leg stump. Yes, that has been given a wide. It has been cut away straight to the fielder though. 14 gone, 93 for 6. Gladiator.
ତୁମର ଚା ଆଜି ଅଦାବାଲା
बापा भाबुची फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटी रू पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करीबी इज इट पॉसिबल
ହେଇଯିବ
केमिति हेबो बापा
ଯେମିତି ତୋର ଗ୍ରାଜୁଏସନ ହେଇଗଲା
किंतु मु 2 वर्ष तुम ठारू दूर रे रहिबी
କିଛି କଥା ନାହିଁ ଯେବେ ଫେରିକି ଆସିବୁ ସେତେବେଳେ ନିଜ ପାଦରେ ଛିଡ଼ା ହେଇଥିବୁ
आउ ट्यूशन फीस
ହେଇଯିବ
अकोमोडेशन
ହେଇଯିବ
आउ ट्रैवल एक्सपेंसेस
ହେଇଯିବ ବାଇ ଗଡ୍ସ ଗ୍ରେସ୍
नाउ आई वांट टू सी गॉड
ହେଇଯିବ ଆରେ ଏଇଟା କେମିତି ହେବ
मु देखैबी
ଆସେ ଆସେ
दैट्स माय गॉड
यूनियन बैंक एजुकेशन लोन रे सबु ହେଇଯିବ
କିନ୍ତୁ ଲୋନ୍ ରିପେମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବ ନା
ହେଇଯିବ मु अछि ना
एजुकेशन लोन फ्रॉम यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया भलो लोक भलो बैंक
ତୁମର
Final 6 overs remaining. Bratty comes back in the attack. Has been put away, but only as far as the feet was there. So not much of leeway, not much of bandwidth on the shot. Plays it straight back to Bratty there. Chitta Chetty. And that has been edged, and that will run away to the fence. The short third fielder was slightly squarer on that occasion, which means there was ample gap. All he needed to do was just open the face of the bat, and he's done that perfectly.
My God, My God, क्या ऐसे कॉर्पोरेट्स में हमेशा अभी थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा गिफ्ट लेके ही जाना है ना गिफ्ट लेकर ही जाना है
Bratty drags the length back and the line closer to the stumps.
ये क्या बोल रहे हैं सब गाइस प्लीज लिसन और कर दुखी क्यों हो रहे हो मेरे को सब तो है आपके पास My God, I swear, in
work on that occasion by the batter. A bit of footballing skills in display, but eventually the last laugh went to the ball. Chitta Jetty will be happy with that. And this time swivels all his way through, but was completely beaten by the sluggish nature of the ball. 15 gone, 102 for 6.
Sir will give you all the gifts. He has promised. All the gifts will be given by sir.
Yes, yes. Guys, round of applause. Thank you so much, guys, for being an amazing sport. Thank you so much, Pramita.
Okay, 15 overs, your scores are 102 for 6. Seems very, very, very difficult. Out for the Gladiators over there. I think the Croys are going to take over. Who are the supporters of Croy? Come on, raise your hands.
Croy supporters, give a shout out.
And Gladiator supporters,
Not much to talk about when it comes to the batting cards. Of course, the solitary fight came right up front. A Panda comes back in the attack. And this time he's picked that up all right. Oh, in fact, that's left the fielder bamboozled as well. I think you've got to do better. You know that when you're playing at a top flight cricket, the ball will swivel a bit. That's exactly what happened. The ball did take an outside curve, eventually beating the fielder who was there at the point. That has been rocked onto the leg side. Just a single on that occasion. I think even if the boundaries start coming out now, it's been way up at their reach. This game's done and dusted. There's not much left. 13 of 9 from Chitta Jetty. One of them was an edge. Or directed, accepted is it? Directed could have posed a couple of question marks. But on that occasion, he is absolutely okay. Another dot ball here for a Panda. 108 at the moment is what they have, and the required rate is 249. In fact, there was a bit of touch as well. Rocks back, plays it comfortably, and he's picked the gap this time. Nanda is fighting, but I think he's not eyeing the target. He's trying to put up as many as they can. That's another good-looking shot, made room for himself, freed his arms, and struck that with power. That's a brilliant punch on the front foot. This time on to the pads. An appeal was made, but it was a bit too high. Also, that leg stump could have been a question mark. 16 gone, 113 for 6.
भैया पेमेंट हो गया भैया पेमेंट हो गया 10 रुपया
आपके खाते में 50 रुपए जमा हो गए।
अब मैसेज चेक करने का जरूरत नहीं, फाउंड बॉक्स में सारे पेमेंट का कंफर्मेशन आ जाता है।
सुनो सुनाओ बिजनेस बनाओ।
popping girls out there. पूरा practice culture नहीं समझ में. Okay, who's scoring that?
1 and 4 overs remaining. Change in bowling here. Picked that up pretty fine, but that's gone straight to the fielder. It's Mohanty's the new bowler. It looks like he's kind of shed the stumps. Yeah, that was going away from him. Sita Jetty wanted to wide, but the umpire not really conquering with him on that occasion. But this time kind of just swivels around, get a single. Time gets deep in the trees and plays it as hard as he could. Will find the long off fielder. Nanda moves on to 30, the highest scorer for his side. Straight back to the bowler. Kind of fumbles, but there was fielder to cover that up. This time, a massive sweep was being attempted by Chitta Jetty. It was not to be. Question is whether that was a wide ball or not. That is up to be yes. Another wide has been given, and it's 2 more balls remaining in this over. Again, rocks back and plays it straight to that cover fielder. Nanda has a smile on his face. Kind of knows he's enjoying himself out of the center. That's what matters. Eventually, you're playing the game. You have to understand that despite all the offers of the book, despite all the professional obligations, this will make it out here and then put in 100% effort and hit boundaries like that. With a bit of entertainment as well. You're going to enjoy that for sure. A weekend in progress, a Friday evening in the making. And the shots flying out there. Just what you like to watch on a Friday evening. And if you're a batter, that's a treat to behold. 17 gone, 125 for 6. Three overs to go. Nanda comes back, starts off with a wide. Gladiator once again strikes the paddle up straight to the fielder in the lead. The idea was to try and hit it big. The backlift will tell you quite a few stories about that shot Nanda has been trying. Let's see if Nanda can push it to his half century. He's gone for that aerial route once again. Has he placed that? No, he hasn't. Find the fielder. Well, Nanda is exhausted at the moment. These two have at least stopped the fall of wickets for sure, but that isn't enough. When you are chasing something momentous, you have to fight as hard as you can. But I think the body language from the word go was kind of stooping. And oh, he's flicked that one down the leg side that will run away for a boundary. A bit of smiles, a few smiles blooming out on the faces of Chitta Jetty. He's played that shot.
So here is Sonali and Harsita. Big hand over those guys. Innocent, very melodious performance.
That has been flipped again.
Are you guys ready?
Final ball of this over remaining. going to be a momentous victory for Troy, for sure. But the question is, what eventually remains the margin? That is the million-dollar question. Cheta Jetty 21, and Nanda 38 of 34. Another bit of stoppage in play. That's a looped up delivery. Jetty goes for that big hit, but then doesn't really find the power. Good work in the lead. 18 gone, 133 for 6. In fact, apologies, this is a good over altogether. $11 balls remaining. Oh! Nanda just planning to strike big. But he completely misjudged that one. Makes room for himself, picks up the leg side, finds the fielder at long on. Loops that up, brings the big hit out, and he'll still find the fielder there. Goes without a saying, both the batters, they are kind of exhausted right now. They're still going on. It just tells you about that hunger to play as much as they can. Each here is just a mere number. Drops back over the fielder's head straight to that sweeper cover. 19 gone, 138 for 6. Final over. Rao comes back in the attack. Just the 6 runs of that first over that he's bowled. Jagdish Rao. Nanda still desperate for that half century. Massive heave. He had a miss. Drives it down the ground, straight to the fielder. Gets another single despite the fact the ball did slip off his hands. Still 3 balls to go. This time Cheta Jetty goes big, and that has gone through the hands of the fielder. That will be another crucial boundary. Struck that brilliantly. There was ample power behind the shot. It's a swing and a miss. Final ball of the innings. That'll be a wide. He'll have to re-bowl that one. What staggering victory is this going to be?
The team captains of Nimurai and Spartans.
Another wide. It's still not done here. Still something to look forward to. A little shimmy down the track, and he'll find the boundary for himself. 150 is what finally they could manage. Fight at the end of the day, but the fight was not more than enough. They have lost this match by 99 runs. Kudos to Troy for turning this into an absolute bonanza. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll shortly be returning with the second game of the day. Now we dive into a short breather.
So that we can conduct toss. All right, it's toss time for Team Spartans and Team Nimurai. Heads is the ball, and heads it is. Team Nimurai have won the toss and they have elected to bat first. Congratulations and all the best.